Hello lovely people! Today we are going to be looking at the pros and cons of power chairs. Okay, hi. Actually hi. So, I have some exciting news and I thought it was so exciting I should probably just insert it into the start of the video because... So last Friday I made a video that was all about the pros and cons of mobility scooters and the vlog where I tried one out. And I was going to do the exact same thing for this video, and I will in a minute. That is actually still the video you're watching. But I just wanted to let you know that there was a kind of exciting development and that I should probably tell you first. So whilst researching for this video, I came across a suggestion that one of you guys had left me, and I think I've actually found my perfect thing. Maybe? Does perfection exist? It may possibly do so. So I'm very excited and I'm very nervous and I don't know, I feel a bit weird about it, but the thing is, right, I hit 600,000 subscribers and that's a big deal. That means that I should be allowed to treat myself, right? And I have all you guys from the lovely Kellgren-Fozard club who've been really supporting me, and therefore I think I'm actually going to do it. I'm actually going to take the plunge. I'm going to treat myself. I'm actually going to buy it. Not at all scared. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's done. That was a lot of money and I am both terrified and excited. Quite terrified. I hope I made the right choice. And I don't want to cloud the opinions that you might form in this video by telling you which one I have gone for and which one I've chosen, because obviously we're all different people and we all have different needs and requirements and likes and dislikes that I'm going to tell you about a bit more at the end of this video. But now, the video as it was meant to be. Much like my previous video in the Powered Mobility Aid series, and if you haven't seen them all I suggest you check out the link in the description and in the card above. I hired a power chair, tried to use it in my daily life, and actually ended up hiring a second one because I got really freaked out about how medical the chair looked and really didn't want to use it because medical trauma is a thing. As is disabled people wanting to look good in their daily lives rather than everything being beige and disgusting, because apparently you lose your taste with your ability to walk distances. It is sad but predictable that when it comes to looks there isn't a lot on the wheelchair market for the discerning fashionista. I mean, this chair looks like it's straight from a hospital ward and I don't need that reminder in my life. This chair is going to tip you out the second it sees a pavement. Even looking at it makes me feel unsafe. And for some reason the back wheels on this one really freak me out because apparently my brain has decided that this looks like a beetle going backwards and that's terrifying. To be clear, I have no issues with forward-facing beetles. My main sadness is that everything seems to come in black and grey with the occasional zany colour thrown in there. Okay, my main sadness, she says, that is ridiculous. I'm not that vapid, but I do want to feel confident in my power chair, and for me that does have an element of looking fancy in it. And I really like looking fancy. It's taken me months to do this video series with help, so if you're alone in this journey or fighting against obstacles, then I am sending you a lot of love. Remember also that a number of companies will let you rent a chair to try and then offer a reduction in price for any chair you subsequently buy. Which is what I thought I'd do with this first chair, but wow, bad choices. Yeah, don't look my happiest in that chair, right? For me, the portability of any chair was very important and I wanted to be able to fold it up and for it to go in the car, and I thought that's what it was going to be, but sadly it was like the only one available that folded and was not astronomically expensive to rent. And did they charge me £250 for the week and then £65 to deliver it and then £65 to pick it up again? And did I then hate the chair so much that I only went out on it twice? I mean, yes, I say twice, but there's only video evidence of one trip out, and my memory loss means there may be another that I don't remember, so I'm choosing to believe that's the case. Otherwise, I spent £380 on a 40-minute trip to the park. My insides hurt. I originally rented the chair for Summer in the City, the YouTube convention, and I wanted something I could zip around in because the convention centre is huge, but also then easily stand up from. And I also wanted to look good because why do I need to justify wanting to look good? Calm down, Jessica. So I rented another chair for the same week without being able to get a refund on the first chair, and I died inside. But I did look good. So going around in the power chair yesterday, it was really great. I could get it under tables. It's really nifty. It turns on itself. I even managed to get around some really narrow ramps, which was foolish as well because I don't know how on earth you turn on that in a mobility scooter. You get stuck halfway down. But the power chair did really well. The only issue is it's set too low. I'm quite a tall person apparently. Who knew? How are like grown men supposed to ride on this thing? It's so low down, which meant that all of the pressure was on my hips. So my hips were just killing me all night long. So today I'm going to try and ride in it whenever I'm crossing a large distance, but then get out and walk around as much as possible when I'm actually in places. Like we're going to go to the lounges, Instagram lounge, and I'm going to make sure I take lots of photos of them.
We're apparently going to a panel, the LGBTQ+ panel, which I just managed to wrangle my way onto. I was not going to be on it, and then I was like, Rose and Rosie have dropped out, and now it's just men, so we're about some disabled lesbian representation.
I think it's really interesting that you said that, because I think the opposite.
Don't disagree with me, Jessica. Don't make an idiot of me.
One of the things that I absolutely love about YouTube is that it gives us the diversity of representation that regular traditional media is not giving us. I think no matter what tiny box you fall in, you are going to find at least 10 other people on YouTube who are exactly the same. I think that's really wonderful.
Hello, it is day 3 of Summer in the City, and I've kind of got my voice back. Unlike yesterday, when it was just completely gone. Oh.
Hello.
How am I doing?
You're okay. I think I just left a bit of my mascara on you, sorry.
Oh. Hopefully it won't be too bad. Or for another day of adventure. My channel is very much about, it's not about our relationship, that's not the main focus. So my wife likes to say that she is a special guest star. We obviously had to have talks about, you know, what do you share and what do you not share. And the thing is, because I talk a lot about disabilities and chronic illness, and I've lived that through my life, I have a very different idea of what a boundary is. So I don't have any expectation of privacy, ever. Because when you have a chronic illness and someone often has to help you get into the bath, occasionally someone you've never met before, because your care agency sent someone really new and you're like, oh great, first introduction, take my clothes off. You have a very different idea of privacy. And so she had to educate me in what privacy is and what not to share with the world.
So, the second chair had its own issues, namely that it was ridiculously heavy and slow, at a bad angle for my hips, and incredibly difficult to take apart. And I actually tried to film us taking it apart, but the chair made Claudia so angry, I thought she was going to throw the camera, so I just very quietly put it away. And look, just because I had that experience with those two chairs, I am not tarring power chairs with the same brush. And please, if you decide that either of those chairs are the chair for you, don't assume that I'm thinking badly of your choice. It's just that they're not the thing for me, or the chairs that I even had at the start of this video, which it's a whole thing. Yeah. And really the message that I hope you will take from my mobility aid video is that even if it's not the perfect thing for me, it may be for you. So, calm down. Wow. Moving on to what I've gathered about the pros and cons of power chairs. As a few of you noted last week, this pros and cons list is very much what I have been able to gather from my experiences and research, and it doesn't necessarily apply to all power chairs, and it would look very different is a list were I needing to use a power chair all of the time. We all have different needs though, so just think through your own list and then apply that to your search. Pros and cons. Pros: compact, allowed on public transport, intuitive joystick. Some can be both used indoors and outdoors. It's faster than a manual wheelchair. It's available in a variety of sizes. Narrower than a mobility scooter. Cons: expensive. Like, really, really expensive. Yeah. Slower than the mobility scooters. Requires disassembling if it doesn't fold. If it's not foldable, you'll likely need a lift on your car. If it is foldable, it's probably quite heavy. Nowhere to put your handbag. Again though, these are just thoughts for you, and you may have your own completely different list. Let me know. So I guess I kind of in some ways feel a bit defeated, maybe. And that's difficult. Hey, you guys have left me some really good suggestions. Thank you on both comments in YouTube videos and on my Instagram, and I'm very grateful for those, and I'm gonna research, yes, and find my thing, hopefully. Okay, hi again. So I'm just scrapping the outro that was gonna go here, and instead I'm gonna tell you all about the power chair that I just bought, which one I bought, and also why, because my needs and wants for mobility aids fall kind of into two camps. I want something that I'm able to independently leave the house in, go to the corner shops, go to the park with the dogs, that it should be able to handle hills and bumpy pathways. And I also want something small that I can easily get onto a bus. Remember last week? Yeah, a bus. And that I can get on the train, that I can go through a London tube station in, maybe even something that I can use inside my house should it be one of those months where walking just isn't happening. So far, from what I've found, and I put a lot of hours into researching this, that doesn't exist as one thing yet. And so the compromise that I've settled on, inspired by a wonderful commenter who suggested it, and thank you so much for this, is the PW999UL, which is, what a name. Good job guys, you named it well. From Wheelchair 88, and it's not the snappiest of names, but it looks like a very snappy little chair. So from what I've gathered through the website and from reading copious reviews, this chair genuinely is able to handle very different surfaces. It can be folded in apparently 1 second, and apparently, I'm assuming that's once you know how to do it properly. It's super light, but it still goes over bumps up to 5 centimetres, which includes like curbs. And the brakes can even hold the chair on a slope, which is really great, because I know some don't, some people fall over backwards. It's also possible to turn it into a manual chair when it runs out of batteries. Yeah, I remember that from last episode too. It's kind of a fear of mine now, running out of battery. So you may be looking at the picture that I've inserted of this chair and saying, but Jessica, it's still black and grey. To which I say, I have learnt to adjust my expectations. And also, motorbike workshops are actually willing to respray a power chair. Who knew? So I guess the power chair version of Pimp My Car will be coming in the new year. So according to the website, my new chair should be arriving maybe at the end of November or the start of December. So my final video in the mobility chair series will be out soonish. I don't know. Once it's here and we can try it out together for the first time. It's very exciting. I shall see you in my next video.